Hi, everybody, and welcome. So happy to have you here. I'm excited to do this coffee chat series, which is essentially just us talking about um, programs that Risk 5 International runs to support the community. The mentorship program is something we've been running for about 3 years, and we're really excited about it. It's a great opportunity for individuals who want to support. The community through education and training. So essentially, what the mentor does is they submit a project that they think will benefit the ecosystem. And we get those submissions. And for the upcoming season, which will run next year, so spring 2024, you can propose your mentorship up until November 17th. So again, a mentor is the person who proposes the project and is going to mentor individuals who are helping to do that project. So the mentorship program is paid for by Risk 5 International. We ask people to propose a mentorship. I will put that link in the chat now. We ask people to propose a mentorship, and then we review it as a community and decide which ones will be the biggest impact for the community. So that's essentially what it is. We pay for the mentee to do the work. The mentor does not receive a payment, but they get to give back to the community, and oftentimes the project that they're proposing is something that they need help with. The mentor, on average, I would say, does between 5 and 10 hours a month in supporting the mentee and doing the actual work. So basically, you have one-on-one meetings with your mentee, you respond to emails when they have questions, you give guidance, resources, and then the mentee works about 30 hours a week to complete the project. So I know there's sometimes a bit of confusion. So again, the we don't have a topic list. It can be on anything you want that you think will support the full Risk 5 ecosystem. Jordan just asked a question if there was a topic list, and we don't actually have one. You can see, I'll put in the chat the webpage where we have all the details about the mentorship. But just to give you a quick rundown, so you can submit a proposal for a mentorship by November 17th, and then we will notify the mentorships that have been selected by December 4th. The mentorships are then available for individuals to apply the second week of January, and that application is open for 4 weeks. And then the mentor has approximately 2 weeks to review the applications, which are all done within the LFX platform. It's really easily organized. We ask people to supply their GitHub and their resume link. So it's really easy for the individual to go through and see that. We also ask for a cover letter. And then if you want to, we can also ask them to do a coding challenge or something similar where you can just ensure that they're at the technical level that you need them to be. So that's also an option, is to do the coding challenge, which I highly recommend because it does allow for it's easier to see who has the technical knowledge. I'll give you an example. Raphael and I just started a mentorship program that we're utilizing, and we had over 200 applications. So I think last year for the spring, I think we had 6 or 7 mentorships, which was excellent. That's sort of my goal, is to run, between 3 and 6 mentorships a quarter. So we run them fall, summer, spring. I did that in the wrong order, but so those are the 3 that we run a year. My goal is to do between 7 and 15 mentorships a year, but the biggest thing we need are topics and proposals from the community. You can be an academic, you can be a community member, you can be a corporate member. We just don't allow individual members to run them on their own. Now, if you are an individual member and you do have an idea for a mentorship, reach out to me. It's just Megan@risk5.org. And maybe I can help partner you up with a member who qualifies to host a mentorship. And then you can still work on the mentorship and do that project. So If you have any questions, you can always email me, and I'm happy to answer those for you offline, or feel free to ask in this. That's the whole reason we're doing this today. So the benefits of being a mentor that we list are it's creating a pipeline for diversity, right? The biggest thing that I'm concerned about is how do we ensure that we have a well-educated pool of developers for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years that are knowledgeable in risk 5. And as I think anyone who's in the educational community knows, um, schools and universities can only teach so much. So it's really important for knowledgeable risk 5 individuals to be able to pass that knowledge down. Um, you can read all of the different things that we list on our website, including on the mentorship program website link that I put. There's the mentorship showcase, so you can see what we did last year and what some of the projects were. So I invite you to watch that. It's not a long video, but I think it really gives you an idea of what the mentees really gained out of that. And so with that, I might hand it over to Raphael to talk more about the benefits that he sees in being a mentor, and supporting the community through mentorship.
Sure, thank you, Megan. I'm going to share some presentation quickly here just to guide my talk, and then we can discuss, especially because I'm a technical person and I see this kind of mentorship as something really great for the mentor, and of course that what is good for the mentor at the end of the day is also good for the mentee. So what I have here, usually one of the benefits I see is like when you are contributing as a mentor, you are contributing to the big picture, which means that you may have a broader view about the ecosystems, for instance, about the risk file necessity, or about some areas that require some improvement. And maybe by acting on supporting an individual or a set of individuals throughout this mentorship program, you can help to contribute to the big risk 5 picture out there. So that's really beneficial, especially for those seasoned, I would say, members that have a lot of experience and knows where are our bottlenecks. They can guide the mentees through all the process to ensure we are handling all the necessary parts of the risk 5 broader ecosystem. Other than that, I mean, another important one is the legacy and the impact. So when you educate someone or when you share your knowledge with someone, you are not just, I mean, kind of supporting the individual to get something done that you believe is the right thing to do, but also you are influencing that individual. And not just the individual, but everything that's surrounding that. Because at the end of the day, if you are doing that right, that person is going to remember all the actions that you have done to support that specific individual in a specific situation for the rest of their life. So this is an opportunity to showcase the mentor skills and also to ensure that the mentor can perpetuate some of his knowledge throughout the mentees. In addition to that, so the most important one is promotion of the growth and development. So both ends in this scenario, based on my experience, can grow together. Like the mentor can grow because he's sharing, he's leading, he's helping others to succeed, and the mentee also is going to, I mean, the individual that's going to grow the most here is going to pay attention to what's going on, is going to, I mean, especially if the mentee is really willing to learn. And that's the very important part of this process, because you can have 1,000 mentees here. If they do not want to learn and poke and ask for questions and bother the mentor all the time, it's really going to be hard for them to grow. So it is a scenario that when you have the right individuals with the right mindset, I would say, willing to learn, their growth is kind of exponential. For the mentor, it is also an opportunity to cultivate leadership skills, because maybe you are a really good technical individual with your organization, but you are not in a leadership position, or you want to do a career move. So that requires some exercise on leading a group of individuals. By work on this mentorship program, you can exercise that in a safe environment. Of course, we have the boundaries and the guidelines that require to be, or you need to follow, but it's a safe environment. So it's a contribution that you are providing to the community, And the same way you can be seen as a leader from a mentee point of view, is an opportunity for you to exercise some of your missing or some of weak, I would say, area or kind of leadership areas or whatever that should be required to improve. So it's a safe place for cultivate the leadership skills and to exercise some of those, the good ones, I would say. Also, it is a teamwork here because the mentee cannot progress by himself, and the mentor needs the mentee to achieve the goal it is proposing, right? So it is a teamwork. So it is a good opportunity to exercise this in this front also, but you need to ensure that when you join this program, you need to be able to invest your time to support the mentee so the mentee can progress and you can support them. As better the support is, better the teamwork, which means that the mentee will be more, let's say, comfortable contributing with the mentor, sharing ideas, asking for help, asking for advice. So without this kind of two-way collaboration, anything we can't really get good things done in this front. This is, let's say, something also important because when you have this kind of collaboration, you start to create a good environment for working together. This is not a formal work environment, but is a collaboration environment, which means that we are still trying to create something good for others. And if we make this program, if the members that the mentees that leave this program at the end of their period really talks, say, about how the environment is really good, how we are helping them to grow, how the mentors are accessible, how the mentors are receptive to their ideas and their issues. So this ensures that, let's say, help us to continue running this program and receive more mentees as a candidate for the next set of opportunities. And maybe we can even have way more opportunities by having a really good environment where people feel comfortable working or collaborating. Last, let's say, but not least, let's say, is a personal growth and satisfaction for the mentor. So I have mentored a lot of people in the past, and I'd say when you see someone that you have helped grow in their career, for me is the best, let's say, outcome of this kind of activity. So for the mentor is also a good opportunity to try to let's say map some personal goal or growth within the activities and ensure that you can achieve that by supporting others. And of course, if the mentee reach the end of the program and deliver was expected, I'd say it is a great satisfaction for the mentor and for the mentee. And I think that's it. So overall, if you join for the presentation, sorry, if you join this program as a mentor, there's a in this safe environment, so you have the capability or the opportunity to educate others, share your knowledge, exercise your leadership, contribute to the RISC-V landscape and contribute to the RISC-V big picture to ensure that some gaps we have today can be solved by this small portion of work done by the mentees. So it's a really great opportunity for you all to join. It's a really great opportunity to be part of the RISC-V ecosystem, and it's a great opportunity to learn and educate the others. Megan, I think that's it.
Thanks, Rafael. Those are really great points. And I think it just furthers our long-term vision for RISC-V. So with that, I'll open it up to see if anybody has any questions about being a mentor or applying for the mentorship program. I find mostly people have questions about being a mentee, so I'm happy to answer some of those as well while we're here. But there will be a full presentation on how to submit your best application for a mentorship, and that'll be happening. I believe I have it slated for early January, so right when applications open. But yeah, we can take questions. Feel free to put them in the chat, or I don't know, maybe you can raise your hand and I can bring you on camera. I'm not sure. No questions at the moment. Okay. I will just go over again that to propose a mentorship, you do need to be a member anything other than an individual. And if you are an individual and you still want to propose a project that you want to be a mentor for, reach out to me, and I'm happy to work with you on finding someone who might be able to support the project and the initiative. Because the biggest thing for us is this is a program we've already budgeted for. We're excited to do. I mean, the impact on these students, long-term career progress and training is awesome. It's so cool to see. It's the thing I think is the coolest is I've seen a lot of them be mentees themselves, and then they become a mentor. So doing this opportunity where you're able to train and support other individuals that are working on Risk5, they're giving back. And it's such a great program, and I want to get as many projects as we can. So please feel free to share. Local universities are going to be a great place also to come up with projects. And again, you pick the individuals that work on the program with you. Awesome. Cool. Well, looking forward to seeing those applications. If you have any questions, let me know. If you weren't able to get here right when we started, these are really short talks. I am going to get it live on YouTube, and then you'll also be able to find the link directly in the webpage that you registered. And I'll go ahead and send it out as an email to everyone who registered as well. It takes a little bit to download, so give me some time. It'll be to you in the next 3 hours or so. So I'll do one less open for questions, and if nothing, we'll stop the recording and give you all a few minutes of your day back. No problem. Thank you so much for attending, everybody. Looking forward to seeing your projects. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.